Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, December 10th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is NBA Cup Wednesday. We're running it back-to-back nights. Both games one game is pretty bad overall. We have Phoenix Suns versus Oklahoma City Thunder, 227 over-under. Oklahoma City, 14.5 point favorite. Devin Booker does return in this matchup here, but this spread is massive. And OKC at home sounds like it could be just a blowout. Welcome to the Thunderdome for those Phoenix Suns. It's going to be cloudy all night. And then the late game. The late game is actually going to be pretty great. We have San Antonio versus the Lakers. The young gun point guard team of the Spurs with Harper, Fox, and Castle all playing the old guys of Luka Doncic, Reeves, and LeBron James in this matchup. The closer spread of the game, I think it's at -5 towards the Lakers, even -6 in some books, but it opened up at 4.5, 226 over-under. So both of them are a little lower scoring over-under games, but the late game will be the better game. And we finally get a late night game at 9:30 p.m. We get a late night game. It's been a few days without late night games for the NBA, but we have 2-game slate. I got 4 plays, so 2 plays in each game, just like yesterday's video. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action and yesterday in the NBA. And I'm going 2-2 in best bets overall. Man, oh man, like this close, but you guys don't care. You guys just see the X's and the check marks. But Tyler Hero, 20 points entering the third quarter, finishes the game with 20 points. I think he checked up mostly threes, so he was going to go for the over for us in every single shot. He had 1 3 with like 30 seconds left or a minute left. He had no one near him. He walked right into it, and he front rimmed it. The legs are not fully back for him in that game, but it was just brutal watching. He started off the game with 12 points in the first quarter and then finished the game with 20. Was brutal to watch. Another one was brutal to watch was Paolo Banchero. It was the Desmond Bane second half. When Bane got 4 fouls, I was kind of happy, not happy, but thinking that, hey, they're going to pull Bane and let Paolo run for a little bit. But no, they let Bane continue to play, and Bane balled the fuck out. Desmond Bane went crazy, and Paolo Banchero finished with 18-plus points in that game. Josh Hart took care of business, mostly in the points department in that game. And then Brandon Ingram, he came out like a flamethrower in that game. But that was distasteful. That was not great. I'm not satisfied. Today's a brand new day, though. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be, so 2 games, do what we did yesterday, 2 plays, and then 2 plays in this one. So in the Phoenix, Oklahoma City Thunder game, 227 over-under in Oklahoma City. And I see FanDuel is offering 25% profit boost. So give me, using my FanDuel, 25% profit boost on this one. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to score 30-plus points, coming to -124. On FanDuel, using that FanDuel 25% profit boost, chopping it from 150 down to -124. But we love this so much, as we've been doing this a lot all year. Every time FanDuel kind of gives us these 50% or 25% profit boosts, we mostly been using it for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 30-plus points, because it's a wagon of a play. Come on. 83% hit rate this season, averaging 32.8 points per game. 91% hit rate at home this season, averaging 33.2 points per game. And Phoenix, they allowed the 8th most points to the point guard position these last 7 games. So at home, Phoenix stinks at guarding the point guard, so this seems like an all systems go for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's gone over 4 for his last 5, averaging 34.8 points per game in his last 5, and 4 for his last 5 against the Suns team, averaging 37 points per game. His last 2 home games versus the Suns, he had 50 and 37 points in that game, which was the NBA Cup game. Even with Jalen Williams returning from lineup, he's gone over 3 for his last 4 on this number, averaging 33.5 points per game, having that 37-point game in the returning game against the Suns. 100% hit rate at home with J-Dub in the lineup this season, averaging 33 points per game. I have him projected at 33-plus points in this matchup at point guards versus Suns. I've had some big games recently. Amen Thompson, 31. Luka, 38. Murray, 24. SGA, 37. Russ, 19. Holiday, 22. And De'Aaron Fox just had 26 on them in the most recent game here. 83% hit rate on this season. 91% hit rate at home this season. Just seems like an easy play for us overall. So give me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to score 30-plus points using that FanDuel 25% profit boost at -124. on FanDuel. Jump into my second play in the same game here, but we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be going to the point guard on this Phoenix Suns team. He's returning from injury, and I think this is the toughest. It is the toughest matchup he could get, and that's Devin Booker. So give me Devin Booker to go under 21.5 points, coming to -120 on DraftKings, and under. I'm mostly an overs guy, but hey, we sprinkle into some unders every once in a while. Oklahoma City Thunder allowed the least points to the point guard position on the season. Oklahoma City Thunder last 15 games allowed the third least points to the point guard position, and last 7 games the third least points to the point guard position. So all around a tough matchup, and Oklahoma City Thunder are healthy. Caruso's playing, Casey Wallace is playing, Lou Dort is playing, so they have multiple defenders they can run at Devin Booker, and he's gone over 4 for his last 5, only averaging 18.6 points per game, and he's gone under 5 for his last 5 games versus Oklahoma City Thunder, averaging 17.2 points per game. With the last 3 games have been pretty close, him scoring 19, 20, and 21 versus Oklahoma City Thunder, but this game is tough. It's on the road, 60% hit rate on the road on the under, with 4 straight unders on the road, only averaging 23.8 points per game. Booker is coming back from injury, so I expect a minutes restriction in this lineup here, and he gets the toughest matchup. When he averages 30 minutes played per game on the season, he's only averaging 20 points scored per game, going under 9 for his last 10 games when he plays 20 to 30 minutes played in a game. So this is, I know it's an NBA Cup game, but this is his first game returning from injury. He is this franchise's best player, so they're not going to throw him the full minutes in this matchup for him in this one. Oklahoma City loves to double and trap players once they cross half court, and he's this team's point guard and their best player in the past. 15-point spread in this game, so it could potentially be a blowout in this matchup. Returning from injury, could be a minutes restriction in this game. Oklahoma City Thunder, the best defensive teams to the point guard position. He's gone under 4 for his last 5, so give me Devin Booker to go under 21.5 points, coming to -120. On DraftKings, jump into the late game here, the San Antonio Spurs versus Lakers, 226 over under. I think this is Lakers -6 or -5.5 currently, and I'm going to the Spurs point guard in this matchup. Not Castle, not Harper, De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, I think like he steps it up in this big time matchup. So it's going to be De'Aaron Fox to go over 22.5 points, coming -121. On DraftKings, these last 7 games, the Lakers allow the 7th most points and the 5th most threes to the point guard position. The last 15 games, they allowed the 11th most threes and the 9th most points to the point guard position. So a good matchup versus this Lakers team, and Fox has balled out in this matchup in the past, going over 4 for his last 4 games. Granted, those were all on the Kings, averaging 28.5 points per game. But all on the Kings, he's gone over 7 for his last 8 versus this Lakers team, averaging 30.5 points per game. The only under he had against this Lakers team in the last 8 games, he had 21 plus points in that game. Again, last 4 versus the Lakers, 28, 26, 31, and 29 in his last 4 versus LA. His last, he's gone 100% hit rate versus the Lakers in LA, averaging 32.3 points per game. 4 for his last 4 games in LA. 73% hit rate on the season, averaging 24.3 points per game. I think Stephon Castle will continue to see a minutes restriction. So Castle returning, he's not fully returned yet in this game. Point guards versus LA have had some massive games recently. Maxey, 28. Derek White, 19. Goodwin, 13. Jeremiah Fears, 21. Ryan Nembhard, 17. Harden, 27. And Keontae George had 27 versus this Lakers team. I think it's going to be all on De'Aaron Fox. I think the 2 younger players in this big-time matchup might not fully ball out in this game, so I'm going to lean on the veteran point guard, De'Aaron Fox. So, going to need De'Aaron Fox to go over 22.5 points, coming to -121 on DraftKings. To jump into my 4th and final play of the day, jump into the Lakers side of the ball in this one, and I'm going to go. It's kind of probably a cheesy play here, but it's LeBron James. LeBron James has been taking a lot of 3-point attempts these last few games. He gets the Spurs team that struggle against spot-up 3-point shooters, so give me LeBron James to go over 1.5 threes, coming to -136 on FanDuel. The San Antonio Spurs, these last 15 games, allow the 9th most threes to the small forward position. LeBron James has gone over 3 for his last 5, averaging 1.8 threes made, averaging 5 3-point attempts per game. And 4 for his last 5 games, he's had 5 3-point attempts in 4 of those games. So he has plenty of volume from beyond the arc. Overall, over 3 for his last 5 versus the Spurs team, averaging 1.4 threes made, with the most recent game him having 2 threes splashed in that game. This game being at home, LeBron shoots better at home than he does on the road. 75% hit rate at home this season, averaging 1.8 threes made. Yes, 75% hit rate at home this season. 68% hit rate at home last season. So last season he was very consistent. This season he's even better for 68 versus a 75% hit rate this season. San Antonio Spurs are 22nd in the league versus spot-up shooters, and LeBron James takes 20% of his shots in the from the spot-up 3 spot. So we love that overall. 100% hit rate versus the Spurs at home, averaging 2 threes made per game. 67% hit rate with Luka Doncic in the lineup, averaging 1.8 threes made. I have him projected at 2 threes made in this game. Small forwards versus the Spurs have had some big shooting games. Trey Murphy had 5 threes. Jalen Johnson 2. Dylan Brooks just had 4. Silva 2, and Wells just had 2 versus this Spurs team. I think LeBron James, he's been shooting the ball from beyond the arc a few more times these last few games. I think he has 2 more in him today. So give me LeBron James to get 2+ threes, come to -136 on FanDuel. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your best bet in the NBA. Shout out to you, Joshua, in the comment section. We did not forget about OG Anunoby, and we did not forget about Brandon Ingram over points. I'm glad we both rode that play yesterday because it was one of my only 2 bangers of the day. But we got 4 brand new plays here today. LeBron James 2+ threes, De'Aaron Fox over 22.5 points, Devin Booker under 21.5 points, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander using my FanDuel 25% profit boost for 30+ points in that game. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.